What's happening, y'all? We back at Myers again. We picking up 2 orders. This is the first order we got in the last hour, but it's 23 bucks, so $23. That's gonna take us probably the hour until 7 o'clock. We'll try to knock it out quick as we can. So it's only 16 items, so we're gonna grab them and get up out of here as quick as we can. Hey, how you doing today, man? All right. All right, let me grab these items and then get back in the car. We'll see where we got to drop them off at. All right, y'all, we got that order done. The first drop off is gonna be on Birch Hill. That's about 5 minutes away, so it's 6:48 now. So the first drop off, no, 5 miles, 11 minutes away. All right, have a good one, man. 11 minutes away, and hopefully the other drop off is just as close, and then we can get all of this done within 1 hour, and that would make this $23 an hour for these 2 orders. But we close. It's already past quarter after, so we're gonna see what happens. Let me get in the car, get y'all set up, and then we'll get back at it. All right, y'all, we back on the wire. Let's say we're gonna get this first order dropped off. It's 11 minutes. So that's gonna take us right up to 7 o'clock. Hopefully the other order is close, because this one is gonna be really messing with our hour. So it's supposed to be $23 an hour. So we all right, we rolling. It took longer than I would have liked to shop for it. It almost took us about 20 minutes. So it took us longer than I would have liked to shop, but we got it done. So we're gonna try to clip this hour off, end it with a nice bang, and move on to the next one. But we almost at that cusp. So like I say, sometimes they run over. You never know. You never know. Get on down. Out for the deers, and we're gonna get on to this first drop off. So we've been riding today. Like I said, we took that first order. I took y'all on a ride out there in Salem. Hope y'all enjoyed it. That was a new area that we hadn't been to on that first one, so this one I'm thinking this is gonna be on the west side, maybe. I'll see once we get a little closer. The street name ain't familiar to me right now off the top of my head, but the way the directions is going, I'm thinking this is gonna be a trip to the west side. So hopefully both are drop off right there on the west side, and we can get right back to our zone pretty quick. Like I said, we're definitely going outside of our zone with these. That's the bad part. So even though it's $23 for this hour, it's taking us out of our way. So we're gonna see how quick we can get them dropped off and get back in our area. should be pretty close. And like I said, it's gonna take us into that early 7 o'clock hour, but we ain't gonna worry about a few minutes if it's only a few minutes. If it's more than a few minutes, then we gonna worry about it. I think today is trash day. Gotta put out my trash. To the house. These roads are super icy out here. Not even the main streets, the side roads. Main streets is alright that people been driving on a lot. But them side streets, they got the ice is still thick because it's so frozen. They ain't even been able to scrape it off. It's just sitting there. I don't even know if something can throw that out. I remember my grandma used to always use table salt. Instead of buying salt from the store, she just come out with her box of Blue Rain or whatever it's called, salt and Daisy salt, whatever, and just sprinkle it on the steps. She didn't want to lift up that big bag of salt from the store either. She wasn't going to be dealing with all that. Alright, so we're going to be going down Bear's Den right next to Mill Creek Park. We're right here by Berry Dens, the Blind Bear, and Cub Cafe. Like I say, they get a nice little crowd every day, so they must have had a nice following before they opened up, whoever they are. They still got a few cars over there even today on a Wednesday. I didn't come through here yesterday, but it sure was jumping for the game. Yeah, they got cars all around the building. Maybe the drinks is cheap. They might got cheap drinks there. Alright, we're going to get down there today. We about 4 minutes out. Like I said, we're going to be a little over this hour, but hopefully not too much. The trip gonna be getting back to our zone with more than 45 minutes to spare. That'll be the good part if we can do that. And like I say, coming over here is out the way, and it's cold and it's a Wednesday, so we might get a trip over here, but more than likely, the way the day been going, we're gonna have to go back to our zone. Some people ain't been driving for a few days in the snow, but I see it's more drivers out today. Even though it's cold, the roads ain't as snowy, the major roads, so there was more drivers out today. Well, we're about a mile out. This part of the park that you see to the left or the right, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's a cool little pavilion over there. And in the summertime, they got the built-in sprinklers that sprinkle up from the ground, so you can bring the kids out to run around. It's a little playground area. They got the little outhouse bathrooms over there, so it's a nice little area, Mill Creek Park, to check out during the fall or the summer, maybe the spring. And the winter is cold, especially days like today, so unless you really like being in the snow, you don't want to be outside in this. But we do got another part of Mill Creek Park called Wick Recreation Area. And over there they got big hills where you can slide in the snow down the hill with the inner tubes or whatever, or a sled or whatever you want to do. So that's kind of cool. And that's called Wick Recreation Area. And they got pavilions over there. It's a golf course near there too, or it's either a golf course or a driving range, something like that. And over, they got like a little play area over there too. And they remodeled it in the last 10 years, so it's a lot different than it used to be. But they made it nicer, I guess. And it's, I think they got the sprinklers over there for the kids too. I haven't been over there to Wick Recreation Area since we've been back home. We went over there one day. It's actually on this road that we on now. At the end of this road is Wick Recreation Area. Like I say, the park just wrapped around. But yeah, but when we did go to Wick Recreation Area, since we've been back, it was packed, because that's one of the areas where we got a lot of family-friendly stuff to do. So we end up going to the other one, and it's still nice. It just ain't remodeled. The Wick one they remodeled, so everybody tend to, want to go enjoy the new stuff. All right, I think this is our first drop off. I'll get this on record. Man, we'll get right back to y'all. Get this stuff up there. Got that one delivered. They shoveled the sidewalk, does good, but it's icy as heck, so I had to walk in the grass anyway. Might have slipped and fell on that dang ice. Our GPS is tripping again because it's cold. That front window is cold, so gonna warm up that front window, warm up our GPS a little bit. But next one is 6 minutes away, so it's gonna be about 10 after 7 by the time we get these ones knocked off. So that ain't too bad, 10 after 7, but we'd like to be a little closer. Both orders is on the west side, so it is going to take us down past Wick Recreation Area, and that'll be down here to the right at the bottom of the hill. Looks like it's going to take us all the way down past it, so that's cool. 5 minutes. That's all Wick Recreation Area over here to the right. I think, like I say, they got I think that's a golf course or a driving range right there on the backside. And then when you get out here to the bottom of the hill and you go around, then you actually in the park stuff. So it's a cool little part of Mill Creek Park, quick recreation area. We're easing down. We actually look like it's gonna take us into the park, so that's cool. I get to go in the park and see part of the park. Water company having the blues this year. All these old pipes underground are busting open. So they've been out here working in the cold. These roads over here is bumpy as heck. But yeah, so we going down in the Mill Creek Park now, y'all. So this will be our first time riding down in the Mill Creek Park with me. See the little sign there. Told you it's dark down here at night. You can see because of the street lights. That's about it. Park get dark. So this is the edge of Mill Creek Park. This is the lily pond. I think you can see it on that little sign there. Say lily pond over there to the left. Nice little area to walk around and feed the turtles and the fish and different stuff like that. See the chipmunks. Like I said, Mill Creek Park is one of them parks that's right in the middle of the city. So you can access it from almost every side of town. But y'all see how dark it is down here at nighttime. So I think that sign was telling about Fellow Riverside Garden and all that stuff. But yeah, this is Mill Creek Park, y'all. This little bridge, got little bathrooms up there that you see on that hill. It's a nice park though, it's huge park. And there's walking trails on these hills. A lot of these hills got trails that you can walk on. So as you navigate through here, make sure you got on the proper footwear, but you can navigate through these hills and really see nature. This is in front of us. You can't see it because it's dark, but that's a lake in front of us. That is Lake Glacier, I believe. I don't know why they call it Lake Glacier. I assume maybe at one time it was a big frozen chunk of ice there, and that's how the lake got made or created, you know, from the ice melting where it was at. I ain't 100% sure. Like I said, this park is old. It's been here longer than Youngstown, been named Youngstown. So I think it was Indian or something like that before it was rebranded. Whatever years back. But we're coming up out of the park, it looks like it. We're gonna pop out on the south side. So we was just on the west side, we popped it out on the south side of Youngstown on Glenwood. So that's what I mean about the park connecting everything. And like I say, that's just a small part of it that we rode through. The park is big as heck. So there's other parts that I'll show y'all on a different day. But yeah, Mill Creek Park is a nice place. I'll check it out sometime. Alright, we almost to our order. We only like a minute away, so as soon as this light get changed, then we can get on down the road. Alright, y'all, we rolling. Light change, my GPS holder still falling off. I need it to be maybe a little warmer than that. This front windshield is so cold, it's not allowing it to stick properly. Like I said, we've been down this end of Glenwood before. They got Bonnie Roberts Field down this hill to the left. down this hill to the left, and we missed our turn. We'll go back up and bend the corner road. We ain't too far off, still right there. And then we either we'd probably take Hillman back to Boardman, so y'all get to ride up Hillman with me. This street we turning on is called Loveland. Like I said, this is the south side of Youngstown, and it is slippery over here. You see the side streets are different between the side roads and these main roads. Them side roads is really still got a lot of ice on them, so you'll be slipping and sliding out here. Gotta be careful. Turn around. I think it might have been our house on the corner. Maybe. I don't know. GPS is active where? Oh, it might have been at the top of this hill. Like I said, this is the south side of Youngstown. Alright, yeah, it's at the top of this hill. Gotta go up Woodland so further. It looked like it was telling us to turn before. I gotta get this GPS holder warmed up so I can stick this back on the window, because all this phone is not gonna work. Alright, yeah, we just about there, y'all. One of these houses up here on the corner. I think it's the second one. I delivered food here before, and I think in summertime. Alright, so we're gonna get this delivered, and then I'll be right back with you. The groceries kind of heavy. Alright, y'all, so we got those delivered. First one, neither one of them was good tippers, really, not for this weather. They tipped $8. The other people tipped $2, the first people, so they was real cheap. And that's our 23. So we're gonna try to get back to our zone. Like I said, I'm gonna take y'all up Hillman to drop this off. We get up this slippery road, and get back to Boardman, try to get us another trip before it's too late. We already, that took longer than I wanted to. It was only supposed to take 5 minutes. But going through that park and these icy roads, we got to move a little slower. So it's 1:15 now. So when we get back to our zone, we're only probably gonna have about 35 minutes maybe to get another trip. So hopefully it's a good one and we don't lose no hours worth of pay. But like I said, said, that was our second trip of the day. This is Hillman. It's a park over here, a little park for kids to the right. It's nice now. It used to be bad. It used to be prostitutes and crap hanging out there and drug addicts, but they cleaned it up and got rid of them people who was hanging out there. Right here on this next block, it's all where all these trees are. It used to be a restaurant here called the Soul Kitchen, and when I was a kid, my uncle worked there, and the food was amazing. And I was back in, like I said, the 80s, early 90s, the Soul Kitchen. On the left over there, it used to be a school. They tore down that school some years ago. I forgot the name of the school, but it sat there for years, and then for a while the Little League used that field to play football and different stuff like that. So it's still a big empty field. I think it's owned by the school still. So I know they said it's hard to sell school property. There's certain rules to selling property that schools or there used to be houses all up and down this street when I was a kid. It don't look like it ever was now, but this whole street was filled with houses and stores and bars. Even more when my mom was a kid, but it was a lot of them still around when I grew up. This corner that we're coming up to at the light, there was a corner store on each side of this street. Now they're putting up a veterans home over here on the east side of this street. So they've been working on it, like I say, since the end of the fall. So they probably ain't gonna be done till next spring sometime. This used to be a big apartment building. They found a body in it. On that to the right, this used to be another food place called Miss Ira's. She had the best cheeseburgers ever. And it was only like $1, a real cheeseburger. There used to be a bar here called Friends at this corner, and another one on the other side of the street called Larry's at the corner. Those are gone now. And like I say, this is Princeton School. Y'all remember Princeton I was telling you about? And that's another one of those schools they ain't been able to sell, ain't been able to do nothing with. Hopefully they turn it into something good eventually. Like I say, I think once the population start to grow here, then they'll be able to have some revenue to do more with these buildings. I know the city officials ain't always doing the right thing with the money because more can be done. But like I say, hopefully an influx of people change the minds and the way they do things. Alright, so we almost back up to the top of Hillman. We passing the church and we'll be up the hill at Midlothian in a minute. So this is the south side of Youngstown, Hillman. We'll be about probably 5 minutes to 7 minutes out. So like I said, we'll have about 35 minutes to get another order. Hopefully we can get it and get it done. And it's more than $20, but we'll see what happens. Like I say, just like any day we ride out here, every hour ain't gonna be productive. Sometimes you get a fail, especially when you traveling outside of your zone. When you travel outside of your zone, you might get a fail because it take a while to get back, especially on a weekday, to where you can get a trip at. So like I said, when you DoorDash and do how you feel feel like best going to benefit you. If you'd like to take a bunch of small trips, but they got to be real close, then take a bunch of small close trips, and that'll keep you from leaving out of your zone, or working the way you is going to best produce the amount of money that you need to do what you want to get done. Like I said, we crossed over Midlothian. We back on Market Street now, 7. So we'll be back in our zone in a few minutes. If we get something before then, I'll put y'all back on. And other than that, like I said, we got a little Jamaican restaurant, that T-Bones or whatever that is over there. That's a little Jamaican restaurant. But like I said, we almost back in our zone, so as soon as we get another trip, put y'all back on and we keep rocking. See what we can make out here tonight. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. We gonna wrap it up for the night. This ain't no good orders tonight. It's a Wednesday. We came out, we made a couple bucks, but it's a Wednesday, so I ain't gonna stay out no longer. I'll tell y'all how we did. 4 orders, 2 hours and 19 minutes, and we did 55.50. So that's about 27, 28. What is that? About 27 an hour. Yeah, about 27 and some change an hour, 27.75-ish. So that wasn't bad for 2 hours worth of work. Today is Wednesday. Like I said, Wednesdays be slow, so you ain't always gonna get no good trips on a Wednesday. So we just accept that for what it is and come back out tomorrow and try to get paid. If y'all like the video, like I said, we got to go somewhere new today. We went to Salem. I got to take y'all up there, so that was a nice little ride. But make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. We're gonna try to keep coming out every day making content. So y'all just keep riding with me, and I'll holler at y'all in a minute. All right, go.